You're going to start to tighten and tone, and your body is going to love you for it, and you're going to start to love your body even more. It's going to radiate, it's going to glow. Hi, this is Tuesday May Thomas, and I'm super excited to talk to you today about the different ways that I've found in experimenting and being my own scientist, my own sensual body scientist, of how to create a tighter body. Now, if you're a student of mine, you've been following me, reading my I Love My Beautiful Body blog, you're going to know that I'm going crazy over Calinetics' amazing, incredible system to tighten and tone the body. Now, my body, at my heaviest, I was almost 200 pounds. Right now, I'm just around 150, and I seem to be settling in there where I'm kind of a little looser in my diet. I'm eating a little more things that I wouldn't usually, but I definitely have a hardcore regimen, several yoga classes a week, body sculpt classes, and a minimum of 2 Calinetics classes, on top of healthy eating, good rest, good water, positive thinking, and an availability to heal my stuff as it comes up is important, because you know that any body issues, any fat, anything where it's in excess and where we're constantly striving to relieve it or release it or heal it or lose weight or something, it's all linked to an emotion. And those emotions are linked to patterning of the mind. And the more we're willing and available to heal those aspects of ourselves, the more that the inner patterning finds its harmonic convergence and its highest state of being. And I think I've come to like a certain level in my healing where I've forgiven, I've let go, I've released. Body looking back at me in the mirror is one that I am less and less ashamed of. It's one that I share less and less self-hate with. It's one that I'm sharing more love with, more patience with, more of my time and attention. And what I want to share with you is the importance of having a weekly ritual. For most of us, we've got kids, or we've got school or work, or we spend, most of our time in traffic, on the freeway or on a bus, and it's really hard to find that time, to carve out time for ourselves. But you have to give it to yourself. You have to create it. You have to call on it, ask for it, and make it so. Once a week, for the past 2 months now, I have been experimenting with a few products that I want to share with you, because I have gone through serious expansion and contraction in my body so many times that I feel like I've lost my body's elasticity and the collagen and the ability for my body to snap back. Now, even though I've got a certain workout program and I'm eating well and all, there's still loose skin. And you know what I'm talking about if you have it. It's in those areas that you just don't want to lift your arm too high, or you want to wear certain shorts that are certain length because something's jiggling and you don't want it to jiggle. Anyway, what I've found that is really helping me, not only to find new ways to love my body, but to make my body healthier, right? Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit is a combination platter. And it starts with the dry brush, the Yerba Prima dry skin brush, which I have made a little mini video. You may want to do more research, but one thing I know for sure is you start from the feet and you sweep up. You sweep everything up and you bring it into the heart, as you'll see on my video. You want to hit the lymph nodes. You're moving all the toxic waste out of the blood, out of the body, and bringing it into all the organs that can help process and eliminate those toxins. So, Yerba Prima dry brush, very important. Next is my Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. I love this stuff. Was introduced to it years ago and just really started using it regularly recently. And then we've got the castor oil. Now you can also use, which is the Palma Christi. I recommend this one. All this stuff, Whole Foods. And then the now shea butter. So I started on the shea butter, and then I moved on to the castor oil. I found that I wanted something thicker and thicker and thicker, and even though shea butter is pretty thick and you kind of need a few minutes to let it soak in before you go and put your leggings or your workout clothes or I don't know, your nightgown, whatever it is that you're putting on, you definitely want to let it soak in for a while before you do that, because it's kind of has a tendency to sit on top even if you rub it and rub it and rub it into your pores. Give it a few minutes to soak in. Same thing with the castor oil. Now I chose this castor oil and the Palma Christi because it is recommended in readings by Edgar Cayce, which is a whole other grid, if you will. And Palma Christi, basically anything of castor oil that is considered Palma Christi is the palm of Christ, which means this is a healing miracle oil. Lots of stories and some research I did have said that people have gained a miraculous healing from using this. And I thought, well, hey, tightening loose skin is a miracle without having to do surgery and all that stuff. So like, let's see what it can do. I've been using it for 2 months now with really amazing, amazing results. Never mind just the tone that it gives your skin and also the shine. Both of those products leave your skin shining, really, really beautiful. So when you're rubbing your oil into your skin, I want you to work your tummy, work your inner thighs, get under the arms. Anywhere there's loose skin that you want to tighten, I want you to work with that skin with your oils, with your nut butter, whatever it is you're using, and put your consciousness into the hands. Put your consciousness into your breath and breathe that positivity into your body. Your body is a living organism. It's just waiting hand on foot on every message you deliver to it. Let it be a beautiful one. Let it be positive. Let it be filled with absolute miracle and ability to change and grow and become even more beautiful. You're already beautiful. You're already stunning and amazing, and you've come so far. You are such a beautiful warrior. So let's take that and expand it to the next level. I want you to work it into the inner thighs, the back, the hamstrings. That's an area where a lot of women, no matter what size or shape, have the experience of cellulite. But I'm telling you, the dry brush, the Indian clay, oiling yourself up with either the shea butter or the castor oil over time, I'm telling you, those calonetics really, really help to lift, tighten, and tone, if you know what I mean. Over time, the appearance of cellulite begins to disappear. You're building muscle under the loose skin, which is really important. So it kind of like, the way that when you had the fat under the loose skin would kind of bulge out the skin and make it pop, so the skin seemed tighter. But now we've lost the fat and now we're building muscle in its place. And without having to be like a bodybuilder to like really pump the muscle up, we can start to create that nice, sleek, long tone in the body, and at the same time draw the skin in towards the muscle through these practices. Everything I'm sharing is something that I've used myself and that I've experimented for at least a couple months before I share it with you. First things first, get your Yerba Prima brush, your dry brush. You're going to dry brush, sweep your body, bring all that energy up into the heart, slough off dead skin cells. While your body is still tingling, your pores are open, and by the way, do this in the bathroom. There's a lot of release of dead skin cells. It's not something you want to do in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Okay, so as soon as that's done, you want to get your green clay and put it all over you. And I put a nice thick coat on, and it's dried in, and it's beginning to tighten the skin. So that's what you want. You want to go at least thick enough, not too thin. You want to go thick enough that it's going to feel like you're caking it on, give it some time to dry. If you have a beautiful scape of sunshine where you can lay out nude and offer yourself front and back to the sun to dry the stuff in, even juicier. That's amazing. Get your breath on. Breathe that universal light in from the sun into every cell, into every pore, just to supercharge yourself. But no worries if Aztec healing clay, glass bowl, purified, decent water, and a wooden spoon. And I just go for it. When I make a batch, I make sure that I have something that I can put a lid on, and it will keep well until my next week's healthy maintenance and self-love. So I've poured about a cup of Indian clay into this glass bowl, and I'm basically going to fold the mixture together. You want to make basically a nice, sort of a thick paste that you can put on your body. Generally, there will be lumps, a few lumps and clumps, but that's okay. You don't want it to be too watery unless you want to just try it out as a thin clay. But I recommend, especially if you're working on healing loose skin. Hi, kitty. If you're working on healing loose skin, he's like the star of the show over here, the baby. Do you want to say? You want to say hi? There's the camera right there. Yeah. All right. Okay, so, okay, there you go. That's a nice consistency. What I would do is have the clay already pre-made, do my body brushing first, and then immediately apply my clay nice and thick. You want to have a nice coat of green on you under every area. Get it in your armpits, get it in the hip creases. Apply your castor or your shea butter oils and allow yourself to have a few minutes again for the body to be naked, maybe just in underwear, and just let your body's pores soak it in. Feel that sensual reality of your body receiving, of yourself giving back to it, of that self-love. It is so beautiful. It is so powerful. We do not spend enough time giving back to ourselves. Give yourself permission. Self-love rules. Come and visit my website, watch my videos, read my blogs, TuesdayMayThomas.com.